All right, let's break down what's happening in the U.S. stock market. As you can see from the finviz.com, this is the Standard and Poor's 500 index stocks categorized by sector in industry, and every size represents the market cap. And I'm going to start with NVIDIA, but first of all, if you can see with what is going on, it's breaking down, it's happening, all is facing or heading with red performance as of this morning within the US market, we can see. And I'm going to start with NVIDIA first. With NVIDIA as of this morning has decreased or going down to 6.87%. And the latest update about NVIDIA on Tuesday said it would take $5.5 billion in charges after the US government limited export of its H20 artificial intelligence chip to China, a key market for one of its most popular chips. NVIDIA's AI chips have been a key focus of US exports control, as US officials have moved to keep the most advanced chips from being sold to China as the US tries to keep ahead in the AI race. After those controls were implemented, NVIDIA began designing chips that would come as close as possible to US limits. NVIDIA shares were down about 6% in after-hours trading. A US Commerce Department spokesperson said late on Tuesday that it was issuing new licensing requirements for exports of chips, including NVIDIA's H20, AMD's MI308, and their equivalents. Following next update, Apple is also facing a red color with down by 3.98% as of this morning. And the latest updates about Apple top global smartphone sales in Q1, driven by strong iPhone 16e demand in markets like Japan and India, despite weaker sales in the US, Europe and China. According to Counterpoint Research, Apple had 90% market share, just ahead of Samsung, 18%. iPhone demand remained strong in emerging markets. True competition from Huawei and lack of AI features hurt sales in China. We can say that International Data Corporation IDC reported global smartphone shipments rose 1.5%, with Apple front-loading supply to avoid potential US tariffs. Apple shares rose 3.5%. And for the update of Google, also facing decrease with 2.00%, and Alphabet's Google is being sued in Britain for potential damages of up to £5 billion or $6.6 billion in a class action alleging the company abused its dominant market position in the online search industry. The class action filed at the Competition Appeal Tribunal on Tuesday argues that Google's action enabled it to charge higher prices for the advertisement that appear in search inquiries than it otherwise could in a competitive market. It said the US tech giant contracted filmmakers to pre-install Google Search and the Chrome browser on Android devices and paid Apple to make it the default search engine on iPhones with the intention of shutting out competition. The claim filed by competition law expert Brook on behalf of thousands of businesses alleges Google ensured its search engine had better functionality and more features for Google's own advertising offers than of its competitor. And for the next update also, Meta is also down by 3.68%, almost achieving by 4%. And Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg consider spinning off Instagram in 2018 due to rising antitrust concern, according to a document revealed during his testimony at a US Federal Trade Commission trial. The trial seeks to unwind Meta's acquisitions of Instagram and WhatsApp. In an internal memo, Zuckerberg floated the idea while discussing app integration plans. He noted that while consolidation could boost growth, it might also weaken Facebook's core value. Ultimately, Meta chose to proceed with app integration in 2019. The memo highlights how seriously Zuckerberg viewed potential regulatory action at that time.